Right, so we begin the Pearson's Edexcel GCSE Mathematics Paper 3 Calculator Foundation Exam from 2017 summer. So question 1. The table shows the lengths of 5 rivers. Here are your rivers, and there's the lengths. So write down the rivers in order of length. Start with the shortest river. So essentially your task here is just to read off the graph. I'm just gonna so start with the 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. So if you write it out, it would be Don, B, Mersey, Trent, Thames, and then it would be 7. Amy says the River Thames is more than 3 times as long as the River Don. So show that Amy is correct. So the River Don is 112. Times that by 3, you get 336. And so the River Thames is 346. So Thames is 346. So it's more than 3 times larger. Yep, so Amy's correct. Question 2. So cups are sold in packs and boxes. There are 12 cups in each pack, and there are 18 cups in each box. Alison buys P packs of cups and B boxes of cups. Write down an expression in terms of P and B for the total number of cups Alison buys. So you get 12 cups in each pack, so 12p, and then you get 18 cups in the boxes, so it will be 12p plus 18b. Question 3. Here are 4 digits. Write down the smallest possible 2-digit number that can be made with 2 of the digits. So we take the smallest tens, so that's 1, and then the smallest unit, so that's 5. So write down the 3-digit number closest to 200 that can be made with 3 of the digits. So we're going to use 1 as the hundredths. I guess 9 would be the next one as the tens, and then 6 as the unit. Question 4. So 4/5 of a number is 32. Find the number. So what that says is essentially we have 4/5 times x, which is the number we're looking for, equals 32. So what we could do is multiply by actually let's divide first. So let's divide, because then that would mean if we divide we'd get a smaller number here. Divide by 4. Do the same thing there, divide by 4. So we get 8, and on this side 1/5x, and then here I'll times by 5 then. Times by 5. Times by 5. So we get 40 equals x. So x equals 40. Right, so question 5. A pathway is made up of white tiles and grey tiles. A quarter of the tiles are white. Write down the ratio of white tiles to grey tiles. So a quarter of the tiles are white. So I'm just going to put W there. And then we want to know the grey tiles. So essentially what we know here is that a quarter, so 1 for every 4 is white. So that means there are 4 parts. 1 is white. Well, then the case is going to mean that 3 out of 4 are going to be grey. So that means 3 are grey. So we have the ratio 1 to 3. So work out the number of grey tiles. So there's a total of 56 tiles, and work out the number of grey tiles. So therefore, if there's 56 altogether, let's divide that by 4. So we'll get 14. So that we know that one part equates to 14 tiles. So that means that there's going to be 3 parts of grey tiles, which is essentially 14 times 3, which gives us 42. Brilliant. Question 6. So here's a list of numbers, and Bridget says, what does Bridget say? To work out the median, you find the middle number, so the median of these numbers is 17. Bridget's answer is not correct. What is wrong with Bridget's method? To work out the median, you find the middle. Oh, because essentially the numbers are not in order. Are not in order. And when we say order, we mean ascending order. So in this case, it would have to go up. So we start with 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 22, and then it would be 15. It doesn't ask us to do that, but just good to know. Work out the range of the numbers in the list. So the range is going to be, so the largest subtracted from the smallest. So that will give us 22 subtract 12 gives us 10. Work out the mean of the numbers in the list. So the mean is going to be, so the sum of x divided by n. So if you sum up all the numbers above and then you divide by the number of numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so there are 7, and you divide by total number, you will get 16 as your answer. Question 7. Pretty is going to have a meal. She has chosen one starter and one main course from the menu. Write down all the possible combinations Pretty can choose. Okay, well, I guess you can have this with that, this with that, this with that, and then she can have this with that, this with that, this with that. Or she can have melon with pasta, although that's not a choice I'd want. Melon with rice, melon with burger. So let's write them all out. So I'm just going to put m plus p, m plus r, m plus b, And then, just for the sake of color coordinating, I'm just gonna F plus P, F plus R, F plus B, and then S plus P, S plus R, then S plus B. Question 8. So Joanne wants to buy a dishwasher. The dishwasher costs £372. Joanne will pay a deposit of £36. She will then pay the rest of the cost in 4 equal monthly payments. How much is each monthly payment? Well, we know 372 subtracted by 36, so we get 336. And then 336 divided by 4, because she has to pay in 4 equal monthly payments, which gives us 84. So the answer is £84. Davos is a cleaner. The table shows information about the time it will take him to clean each of the 4 rooms in a house. Davos wants to clean all 4 rooms in one day. He will have breaks for a total of 75 minutes. Davos is going to start cleaning at 9 a.m. Will he finish cleaning by 4 p.m? You must show all your working out. Okay, so let's turn this into minutes. So 2 hours equals 120 minutes. This is 100 minutes. 90 minutes. And then 45 minutes, of course. And then I want to add all of this, and it gives me 355 minutes. Now I know that I'm going to have a break, Davos is going to have a break of totaling 75. So 355 plus 75 equals 430 minutes. Now, I know that this is how long it's going to take. So if I divide this by 60, that will give me the answer in hours. So that's going to be 7.16 hours, which equates to 7 hours and 10 minutes. So if Davos starts at 9 a.m, works 7 hours and 10 minutes, well then 7 hours after 9 a.m. is 4 p.m. and remember we've got the additional 10 minutes, so that means, so this is 7 hours, so 7 hours plus 10 minutes means 9 a.m. till 4:10 p.m. So no, Davos will not finish by 4 p.m. Sorry, Davos. Okay, ABC is a straight line. The length of AB is 5 times the length of BC. So AC is 90, so work out the length. Alright, so we know that AB is 5 times C. 5 times the length of C. So let's say, okay, so AB equals 5 times BC. Now that means that if we say that BC's length is X, then that means that AB's length is going to be 5x, right? So, because 5 times bigger, so we know there's going to be 6 parts. So the length is 6x, 6 parts. So we know that it's going to be 90 centimeters from A to C. And we know that it's going to be 6x. So 90 divided by 6 gives us x, which equals 15. So we know that each part is 15. So 15, so AB is 15 times by 5, which gives us 75. Brilliant. So question 11 is t equals 4v plus 3. Work out the value of t when v equals 2. So it's just a case of substituting in your value of v. So t equals 4 times by 2 plus 3. So that's 8 plus 3, which gives 11. Make v the subject of the formula. So we want to essentially have something that looks like this, v equals ... So to do that, well, let's first take this 3 to the other side, becomes a negative. So we get t plus 3 equals 4v. And then we've got this 4 here. And what we can do is divide by 4. Divide by 4. So t plus 3 by 4 equals v. So v equals t plus 3 over 4. Question 12. So it says the diagram shows a cube of side length 2 centimeters. You can clearly see that there. It's a cube, so all the other sides not marked are going to be 2 centimeters. Vera says the volume of any solid made with 6 of these cubes is 48 centimeters. So is Vera correct? You must show you're working out. Right, so the volume of this, so volume for the cube is length times width times height. So 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8 centimeters cubed. And she says that the volume of any solid made with 6 of these cubes is 48 centimeters. So 48 divided by 8 gives us 6. So yep, she's right. So yes, Vera is correct. Well done, Vera. And B, so draw a cuboid that can be made with 6 of these cubes. Write the dimension of the cuboid in your diagram. Okay, there are a few different options you could have. So let's say we put all the cubes side by side. So we could have, excuse my drawing, I did not do art for GCSEs or A level. Okay, that's terrible. Let me draw that again. So something that looks like this, and so you'd have 6 cubes. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and then that's 5 and 6. And then just imagine they're all same length, 2, 2, 2, 2, which would give them 12. And then obviously you'd have 2 on the height and 2 on the width. And or you could do it in a different way, where you could have something that looks like this. So you could have 6 centimeters, So that's 1, that's 2 cubes. And then you could have 4 here, centimeters, and then the height is 2 centimeters. So essentially you've got, please excuse the drawing, it looks terrible, I know, but anyway, so you get the idea. Work out the surface area of your cuboid. So I'm going to go with this one. So the front and the back. So the front and is 2 times 2 equals 4 centimeters square, and there's 2 of them. So that's the front first, and then the side. So the side is 12 and 2. So let's do 2 times 12, 24 centimeters squared. So 2 and times 4 plus 4, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 104. So 104. If you use this as well, you would get a different answer. You could see, if you work out, that you'll get 87 centimeters squared.